It's the grandson of Right Thought. Welcome to the School of Marvelous Light. So, I said there was more that he had to say. And we were in Malachi chapter 3. I messed up. I told y'all Malachi chapter 3, and I started in Malachi chapter 2. And we ended in Malachi chapter 3. So we're going to continue in Malachi chapter 3 and get more understanding of this temple, Abba coming into his temple, what happens to the men of earth when Abba comes into his temple, so that y'all know what's going on around you and the times that you're living in. Because remember, he warned us. He said, y'all can discern the face of the sky, but you can't discern the time you're living in. You don't know what's happening around you spiritually. See? So we want to know. So remember, Malachi chapter 3, verse 1, he says, "Behold, I will send my messenger, and he shall prepare the way before me. And Abba, whom you seek, shall suddenly come into his temple." All right. So he's going to send his messenger, and Abba is going to suddenly, he said, Abba, whom y'all are seeking, see, the people of the earth seeking God, Abba is going to suddenly come into his temple. Now, where is God's temple at? Since Abba didn't lie and he said he's going to come into a temple, I'm asking y'all, where is this temple that Abba's going to come into it? Let's see. He says, "He shall prepare the way before me, and Abba, whom you seek, shall suddenly come to his temple, even the messenger of the covenant." Even the messenger of the covenant. That's the temple. That's why it says even. See? "Whom you delight in, behold, he shall come," says Abba of hosts. So, Abba is going to send his messenger, and suddenly, out of nowhere, Abba is going to descend into his temple that he sent. The messenger. Is that clear for everybody to understand that? "But who may abide the day of his coming?" like we said in the last video. This messenger, when he comes, who can abide it? Who can withstand this messenger? You see? "And who shall stand when he appears? For he is like a refiner's fire and like a fuller's soap." Remember, I broke that down for you guys. When you speak to this messenger, he is like soap, cleaning all of your filth off of you. This particular messenger, he is like a refiner's fire. Now, how do you get pure gold? You have to put it in a fire. So if you want to get a pure gold priest, you have to put him through a refiner's fire. Well, that's this messenger who speaks to the priest of God. See, this particular messenger is not just going around just speaking to any old random old people. He's speaking to the elect. That's another determining factor to see where this temple is and who this temple is. He speaks to the elect, you see. That's why in chapter 2 we started it by saying, "O ye priests," because that's who Abba is dealing with here. He says, "And he shall sit as a refiner and purifier of silver." So that same messenger is going to sit and refine the elect, prepare them to meet their king, shaking off all of their dross, getting them clean, making them purified. That's what this messenger does. You see? Y'all all say y'all waiting for the king to come. Well, this is the sign that he's coming. When that prophet, that messenger stands up, who's like a refiner's fire, that guy. "And he," see, the messenger, "shall purify the sons of Levi and purge them as gold and silver." See, told you that's how you get gold. "That they may offer unto Abba an offering in righteousness." A true offering, how to use the Most High's name the right way. "For then shall the offering of Judah and Jerusalem be pleasant unto Abba in the days of old, as in former years. And I will come near to you to judgment, and I will be a swift witness against the sorcerers, against the adulterers, against the false swearers, and against those that oppress the hireling in his wages, the widow, the fatherless, and that turn aside the stranger from his right, and fear not me, says Abba Yah of hosts. So those who've been oppressing the workers, those who have oppressed the widows, the fatherless children, y'all niggas, Abba Yah coming to collect. Okay? And when is he coming to do that? When this messenger that Abba Yah is inside of stands up. Now, when you read about the branch, what does it say? He shall judge and execute judgment and justice. So you see why he's called the branch in Abba's hand? You whip your kid's ass with a branch, or a switch as we call it in Negrodom. A switch, a branch is what you whoop with. So that messenger is like a branch in Abba's hand, and that's why Abba calls him the branch, because that's what he's whooping you with him. So when the grandson of right thought talk to you, you feel like you're getting a whooping. That's why people run. That's why. But see, a child who knows his father, who has self-accountability and knows he did wrong, accept his whooping from his father. I told you, only the self-accountable ones can hear the grandson of right thought and accept his words. How many people on the earth are self-accountable? What did I tell you? Self-accountability is kryptonite to feelings. So anybody in their feelings, I don't give a damn if you're a man, a woman, a child, it doesn't matter. If you are in your feelings and you let them decide your actions on a daily basis, what you feel, then your ass is desolate. You're stuck outside. You have no dealings with the grandson of right thought because you can't accept him when he starts whooping you with his words. You see? That's why Abba said, who shall stand when he appears? Who is going to be able to connect to this guy and believe when he starts talking and not fall off and get burnt the hell up and die? Because I told you, that's what he's going to do, like Godzilla. That's why I made the song. Breathing like Godzilla, fire. Now, am I lying when I say that? If this scripture says he is like a refiner's fire and he shall purify when he speak. So there was no lies anywhere. You see? Let's continue. Let's continue. For I am Abba Yah, I change not. Therefore you sons of Jacob are not consumed. That's where I stop. Now we're going to continue. See, we're going to take this further. Verse 7. Even from the days of your fathers, you are gone away from mine ordinances and have not kept them. Y'all haven't been loving each other right. In other words, I'm translating. You haven't been loving each other correctly, guys. He just told you weren't. Robbing people of their wages, not dealing with widows correctly, not dealing with the fatherless correctly. You see, dealing with iniquity. He says, return unto me, and I will return unto you, says Abba Yah. But you said, wherein shall we return? Why should we return? Abba says, if you return to me, I'll return to you. They said, why should we return? See? Will a man rob Abba Yah? Yet you have robbed me. But you say, wherein have we robbed thee? In tithes and offerings, Abba said. So he said, you niggas been robbing me. Y'all haven't been paying your tithes and offerings to me. Now, what does he mean by tithes and offering? Money? I heard a so-called preacher preaching one day talking about y'all want to know why Jesus ain't came back? It's because y'all ain't tithing y'all money to our ministry. You need to cut us a check, $1,000 each. If y'all was sending more $1,000 checks, Jesus will come back right now, I believe. You hear this bullshit? Robbing the flock. That's what Abba Yah can't stand. Tithes and offering is sacrificing of your time to praise Abba Yah. That is a proper sacrifice, to fast from the things of vanity and give that time to Abba Yah. That's tithes and offerings. You see? Give him 10%. He ain't asking for everything. He's just asking for a small amount. If you would give him that. You have been faithful of a few things. Enter in, my good and faithful servant. You see? 9. You are cursed with a curse. Uh-oh. For you have robbed me, even this whole nation. Uh-oh. Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in mine house, and prove me now herewith. Listen to Abba talk to you. He says, test me on this, says Abba Yah. If I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it. And I will rebuke the devourer for your sakes. And he shall not destroy the fruit of your ground, neither shall your vine cast her fruit before the time in the field, says Abba. And all nations shall call you blessed, for you shall be a delightsome land, says Abba. So if you return to Abba, I am, in truth, then your life will start to blossom. Why? Because I am healthy. This is a true vibration, isn't it? Compared to I am dying or I am dead. God is not the God of the dead. He's the God of the living. So therefore, I am living. And so since you are putting that vibration off, the things around you start to sprout out life. You see that? Your life begins to blossom when you return to the Father. That's what he's telling you. He says, and when that happens, all the other nations are going to say, wait, what's going on with the Negroes here all of a sudden? Why are they all of a sudden going up? Why are they getting blessed all of a sudden? Abba just told you why. He told you why he put them down at the bottom, didn't he? He said y'all was cursed with a curse because y'all wasn't loving each other. Now read Deuteronomy 28. If you don't keep these commandments, these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee until thou be destroyed. So if you don't keep my commandments, this is a curses. Then now he's Malachi, he's telling you, you didn't keep the commandments and then he got cursed. Well, we all can see the proof of that with the Negroes on the land. They were cursed 400 years in slavery because they were not loving each other. That's all it is, children. You so-called Negroes and so-called colors and so-called indigenous and all kind of other things to call all of you guys. It's just you're not loving each other the way God wants you to. So you suffer because of that. That's it. And when you start loving each other, the Gentiles will try to infiltrate and keep you from each other. No, don't trust them. No, don't believe that. Don't believe them. Don't trust them. No. They'll try to sow discord to keep you from loving because that is the thing that destroys them. It is nothing else that you must do. It's love your brothers and sisters as yourself. And when you do that, you destroy the enemy. You can't beat him any other way. You can't march. You can't protest. You can't stash up enough rice. You can't get enough bottles of water. You can't do enough for legislation. You can't do enough getting enough degrees. You can't come up high enough in your business. You can't get rich enough. You can't do anything enough to destroy this fucking enemy. And I'm tired of you niggas talking about a bunch of bullshit that ain't never worked and it ain't never gonna work to destroy this enemy. There's only one thing you niggas need to be talking about, and that's loving each other. That's it. And if you're not talking about that, then I don't want to hear shit you gotta say, because I'm a refiner's fire, as you can see, because I stay right in the bosom of Yahusha. And if you try to come on some other shit, I'm going to let your ass know you ain't in alignment with Yahusha. That's my job, to let your ass know you ain't in alignment. Now, if you love Yahusha, then you should love me for telling your ass when you get out of alignment. But if you ain't self-accountable, then you can't hear my voice telling you when you out of alignment. Can you? Can you? Phew, boy. Now, 13. Your words have been stout against me, says Abba. Yet you say, what have we spoken so much against thee? So when you say, I am sick, I am stupid, I am lacking, I am drowning in debt, I am suffering so wrongfully in the hands of this world, I am this, I am that, and blibbity, 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 whatever words you're speaking against the Father when you're saying that kind of stuff, you just didn't know it. The Most High says you're speaking wicked against me, and you said, how am I speaking wicked against you? I thought I was saying praise God, praise Yah, praise Jehovah, praise Yahweh, praise Yahuwah, praise Ahaya. And I thought I was praising you, God. He gonna be like, did you read Exodus where it says I am? Yeah, then why'd you try to be all fanciful and shit and try to make me into some mystery? Oh, I wanted to be wise or something. Nah. That's just pride, my nigga. Back to the word. You have said it is vain to serve God. And what profit is it that we have kept his ordinance and that we have walked mournfully before the Lord of hosts? You see that? They said, nah, what good is it to keep the commandments of the Most High? It ain't doing us no good. So let's just do what we want to do. Well, that what you want to do is coveting, adultery, idolatry. That's what y'all set yourself free from Abba's ordinances to do. He said, love each other. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And you say, I don't want to do that. I want to steal. I want to make mockery of people. I want to backbite and gossip and gainsay. I want to argue and fight. I don't want to have peace. What the hell is wrong with you then? Continuing. 15. Now we call the proud happy. Yeah. They that work wickedness are set up. Yeah. They that tempt God are even delivered. That's what the Negroes were saying. The wicked niggas is coming up in the world. Shit, you talking about serve God. I've heard people say it. A woman was coming into this truth. A newborn baby into this truth, believing it. And she shared that with her sibling. And when her sibling heard it, the first thing he said to her was, well, if you were really serving God, then you should be rich and have things to show for it. Nice house and nice clothes. What a fool to think that. But you see how it's alignment with this scripture right here, that's what the people are saying. The people in the world are saying the proud people are happy. So it's good to be proud. See, when you watch TV and you watch those music videos and you see the proud flaunting and you think they're happy. It's right here in this Bible. He says, yeah, they that work wickedness are set up or built up. So the people that are wicked in the world, they get set up and get all kind of riches and money and talk and flaunt about how they've killed people and robbed people, and they just get flaunted in front of the world, in front of the camera, don't they? And them that tempt God are delivered. See, the wicked just get away with what they want to get away. So it pays to be wicked. That's what they think. 16. Then they that feared Abba spake often one to another, and Abba hearkened and heard it. And a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared Abba, and that thought upon his name. See? So when Abba was about to just destroy everybody for being wicked, he thought upon the book of remembrance of the forefathers who went after Abba's name. And the righteous seed of Abraham that would by faith search after Abba's name. So there's a remnant in the earth who are saying, I am is Abba's name, everybody. And we should praise I am. We should say, I am beautiful. Look at the children's voice. We should say, I am beautiful. We should say, I am safe. We should all say, I am healthy. We should all say, I am well fed. And stop fighting each other and stop hurting each other, because that's what grandson and his family are saying to y'all. Y'all don't want to hear that though. That's simple. But Abba heard it. And so because of him hearing it, what did he say he did? And they shall be mine, says Abba, in that day when I make up my jewels, my special treasure, and I will spare them. I will spare them. Remember the times you're living in. I will spare them. What is Abba going to do for you? He's going to spare you if you are thinking upon his name. If you don't know his name, you can't think upon it, can you? And you must fear Abba's name and use it correctly. And if you do, then you shall be spared, as a man spareth his own son that serveth him. Y'all hear me marching? As he spares his own son that serves him. He looked down on earth. He says, let's see if anybody cares about my name. Grandson was like, don't y'all understand it? His name is I am. Get it together. Stop saying you're sick and dying, crying and shit. Voice all about to go all out and every damn thing because he hollering with his full capacity. That's what Abba sees when he's looking down on the earth. He says, there's someone who serves me, telling the people to use my name correctly and stop using it in vain. I think I'll kill him right along with the ones that aren't keeping my name and fearing me. I think I'll kill him too. That doesn't make any sense, guys. Then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked. So then your memory is going to come back to you. Your knowledge, wisdom, everything that you had in the beginning with the Father is going to come back to you. Or as Yahusha said, the glory that you had in the beginning is going to come back to you, and you're going to remember it all. And you're going to be able to discern between what is righteous and what is wicked, and between him that serveth Abba and him that serveth him not. That is going to be the sign, guys, all of you who are listening on the earth who care about the truth, who care about Abba's word, I'm telling you when the sign is that you know when judgment is here on the earth and it's over. When he sends the refiner's fire, which is a messenger, in which the temple of God is, where Abba is resting, is inside of that messenger, and he's a refiner's fire. And when you hear him, he should be speaking about one name. So put on your paper, if you're taking notes, a man who is a refiner's fire. And then write down the characteristics that we have just studied in this message about this messenger. And then you will know whether it's happening or not. What are the characteristics? Well, we got the first one. He is a refiner's fire, like fuller's soap. He shall sit and refine and do judgment. And he will be coming bearing the name of the Father, telling us that we have not been using it right. We have not been sacrificing correctly with the name. We have been doing it wrong. He admitted in that word right there that we said we didn't even know we were doing that. So somebody had to come tell us, teach us how to be self-accountable, refine us, purify us of our uncleanness. And that's happening now. You see? Because if you listen to the grandson of Right Thoughts videos, then you will know that that's a refiner's fire coming out, won't you? So then what does that mean then? See how Abba Yah love you? He's telling all of you ahead of time. Because why? He will do nothing unless he first reveal it unto who? His servants, the prophets. So like I said, judgment here. He's going to destroy all the people who use his name wrong. So he has sent me to tell all of the inhabitants of the earth, all of you, amend your ways in how you use the Father's name today, or you shall die, you shall perish. It's that simple. You must amend your ways in how you speak the Father's name. You must. And you must speak his name in truth. Now I'm going to plainly tell you so you have no excuse. I'm going to plainly refine you of all nonsense so that you have no excuse at the end of this message. The Father's name is I am. So the Father is not sick. The Father is not weak. The Father is not dumb. The Father does not lack. You see? So when you speak those words of I am, then you are doing what the Father just has told you that he hates. And he will do away with you. And he will only spare those who, we just read, fear him and are heeding to that message of I am in truth. That's it. That's all that will be left. Those who are one with the Father. I am, and then the truth. Okay? And then we'll end with this. For behold, chapter 4. The day cometh. See, guys? I'm telling you. This is the time. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. And all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, says Abba Yah, and it shall leave them neither root nor branch. See, no bloodline left on the earth. They won't have any children, any offspring, nor any forefathers. Damn! When this overflowing scourge is done, the wicked's forefathers and their offspring will be dead. And along with him. You get it? But unto you, watch how he's saying the same thing. But unto you that what does it say there, church? That fear my name. Stop. Don't even read what's coming next. You stop right now, little child. You just stay right here on this little point. Those who fear his what? Name, I am. See how the grandson is really just yelling it to you over and over every single day? Get it together, everybody. This is God's name. Use it in truth. He's singing songs about it. I am safe. I am healthy. I am secure. I am in my high tower. Right? Why am I doing that? So that you can come. You can enter in. Because he says, but unto you that fear my name, okay, child, now you can read again, shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings. And you shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. And you shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet. In the day that I shall do this, says Abba Yah, remember ye the law of Moses my servant, which I commanded unto him in Horeb, for all Israel, with the statutes and judgments. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord, Abba Yah, and he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. So he shall turn the hearts of the children to the fathers, and the hearts of the fathers to the children. What do you see the grandson of right thought doing on his videos? Hey, dads, love your sons. Hey, mom, love your daughter right like this now. Don't do like the world has taught you to do, making her chase after all that vanity shit. Teach her how to be a good woman and a good wife first. Shit. Before you teach her how to do all that other shit. If she don't got that, she ain't got shit. She's a mathematician wizard. She is a doctor. So every I am she has is something outside of herself. I am a doctor. I am a lawyer. I'm a great businesswoman. But none of that shit is I am kind. The basics, bitch. None of that shit is the basics. I am healthy. I am slow to anger. Words that match Abba's words of himself. None of that shit matches. Abba never said, I am a great lawyer. I am a great this. I'm a great that. I'm a great this. I'm a great that. He said, I am that I am. Period. Okay. So what are you? Y'all will say, well, I'm a woman. Okay, well then be one. Be what God says a woman is, not you. Okay, what are you? I'm a man. Okay, well then be what God says a man is, not what you say it is. See? Or you can't live anymore. According to what Abba says, he's going to get rid of you all because y'all don't do it right. See? I'm going to smite the earth with a curse unless y'all amend y'all ways and turn back to y'all families. True families. The ones that keep the commandments of Abba Yah. See? So that's where we at with it now. No one can deny this. No one can run from it or hide from it. And if you don't think that the messenger is on the earth, well then step right on up here and see if you feel like you've been hit with a refiner's fire after we finish our conversation. Okay? Silawam, Israel.